A new report from the Social Security trustees is raising some concerns about the future benefits for millions of Americans. This report projects that Social Security's trust fund could be depleted by 2032. This is a year earlier than previously expected. Now, if lawmakers fail to act, beneficiaries could face significant automatic cuts to their monthly payments. So joining us this morning to break down what this means for current and future retirees is Michael Linden. He's an economist and senior policy fellow at the Washington Center for Equitable Growth. Michael, thanks for being with us this morning.
Thanks for having me on.
So let's start here. What exactly does it mean when we hear that Social Security's trust fund could be depleted by 2032? I know that's scary for a lot of people. Does this mean that benefits could disappear entirely?
No, that's an important distinction. The way Social Security works is that people pay into it as they work, and those payments help cover the costs of current retirees. And every year people pay into the program. So there will always be money coming into the Social Security system. When the trust fund runs dry, it means that there's no extra reserves that Social Security has to cover any shortfall between the annual money that comes in and the annual benefits that go out. So it doesn't mean that Social Security will disappear entirely, but it does mean that without action, the benefits will automatically have to be reduced to the amount of money that's coming in on an annual basis. So that's about a 20% cut in benefits. So Social Security benefits are not going to disappear. That's very important, but they could be cut if Congress does not act.
So if Congress does not act, how significant could be the impact for retirees and others that rely on Social Security benefits each month? You just mentioned 20% cut. That can be a big deal, especially in the economy we're seeing now.
It's a very big deal. We should not pretend it's not a very big deal. It is a very big deal. Seniors cannot afford a 20% reduction in their monthly payments. Now, the good news is there's lots of ways for Congress to avoid this. They can raise more revenue by asking wealthier people to pay into the system. Right now, there's a cap on how much wealthy people pay into the system. You could change that. You could transfer money from the general fund into the Social Security Trust Fund to cover the shortfall, or you could make other benefit changes to Social Security. There's lots of different options, and this is a problem that Congress has faced before in the 1980s, and there are ways to solve it. And I think it's very important to remember that this is an extremely successful and popular program. Social Security is one of the most successful programs in American history. It's not going anywhere. Congress is going to figure out a way to fix it.
Good to know you said it's not going anywhere. For those young workers out there worried that Social Security may not be there for them, what is your advice for maybe people in their 20s, 30s, and 40s understanding about what lies ahead for the program?
My advice is Social Security will be there for you. It may look a little different than it currently is, but not that different probably. And the idea that the trust fund running dry will turn into Social Security going away forever is wrong. The trust fund is important and we should protect it and we should refill it, but that's not the main mechanism by which Social Security pays out benefits. The main mechanism is the annual payroll tax revenues that people pay every year. And that's going to keep going forever and ever. So if you're a younger person and you're thinking to yourself, well, I'm never going to get Social Security, you are. And you are just as invested in making sure that Social Security is there for you and for your children as anybody else.
All right, Michael Linden, you shared some great insights with us this morning. Thank you so much for your time. He's an economist and senior policy fellow at the Washington Center for Equitable Growth.